Stadium in Dallas. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. It's the Oklahoma Sooners and the SMU Mustangs. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Holly Rowe on the sideline.
The Sooners head coach told me here in the pregame they are so excited about how they've been able to prove everybody wrong. What they accomplished last week has pushed them into the conversation, and now they've got to prove that they can be even better. He said, I felt like that was our most complete game of the season, but we've got more to give. We'll see how they get off to a quick start today to prove that to the nation. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. The Sooners ready to kick it away first. And he's going to bring this one out. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Hits the hole. It's Green. Oh, he's got some space. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling there after the 35.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
So much for the tough field position. One play and you're already to the 35. Quick give. Got the first down. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42.
And that's another first down.
The Mustangs just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Wide receiver going in motion. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. The ride. They'll give him 3 yards on the play. It's 3rd and 7.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They'll have to push the ball down the field here on 3rd and long. Quarterback changing the play. From the gun on 3rd down, Hawkins fires to the big fella. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
Well, I know there's a lot of people out there thinking, hey, it's 3rd down, you got to throw. Six here, but I like the call getting the drag. You get the catch. He advances it a little bit, doesn't quite pick it up, but now you've set up 4th and short. And you've got to think on offense, you've got to play somewhere that can go pick up this first down.
And so on their opening drive of the game, they want to stay on the field, and the offense will go for it on 4th down. Looking for the marker. Not going to get there, and the decision to go for it on 4th down does not work.
And listen, I have no problem being aggressive on 4th down, but the consequences of that, now you got to have your defense go bail you out. So you started the game trying to be aggressive. Well, Defense, you got to get my back now.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Blaylock. Big collision there, and they'll mark him down after a 6-yard gain.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Quarterback keep. And they get to him early, and he'll be knocked down for a loss of 4.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time. Offensively, the defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Turning on the Jets. The 30. Past the 20. Touchdown Sooners. Once he got some room, it was over.
And that is exactly what they wanted to see. They talked about bolstering their speed at the running back spot. They said this guy could do it. And you get a good glimpse of it early in this football game. Palmer, there's one thing to talk about speed. It's another thing to talk about speed. And that guy takes off, erases some angles, and makes the big play early.
It's so true, David. There's so many really good running backs in the country that can make people miss, but when we see them get into the second level, they always get caught. This guy is a little bit different. And now if you're on defense, that's a big alert. You know, hey, if we don't tackle him, if linebackers miss him, if safeties miss him, and this guy gets in the second level, he is taking it to the house. There's a lot of pressure now on this defense to tackle.
The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Throwing, Hawkins. Snagged in the middle. It's Green.
We all want to push the ball down the field, down the field, down the field. But when you can dump it off to your running back and still make 10-plus yards, man, it makes you look like a really good play caller.
And the Mustangs come to the line needing just inches for the first down. Snags it, and he's open. He's inside the 40. Running inside the 20. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, SMU!
This coaching staff was trying to identify playmakers on offense early this year. How about the start of the season this guy has had? Scored in their first game. He scored early in this one. Defenses up to this point don't have any answers for this guy.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Straight ahead, it's Roberts. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. Tackled at the 43 after picking up 10. There's always been a lot of flash and sizzle to the Oklahoma offense, but it's built on being tough.
Yeah, and especially the great teams. The great teams that you think about in Oklahoma past, the ones that were in the national championship or in the playoff, those are teams that can run the football, be physical. It all started there.
Wants to throw. It's Bentley. Look out. Breaks into the open. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
These guys aren't human anymore. I mean, they got to survey the field, throw the football, make deep passes, and then guess what else? They pull the ball down, take off, and make big chunks of plays on the ground. It's just impossible to be on defense nowadays.
Pulls it and fires to the left. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
Makes the tackle right at the 28-yard line. Pick up a 5, and they'll move the sticks.
A nice job on second down. Maybe you're expecting a pass, but sticking the run in there, catch him off balance a little bit, getting a big gain, getting the first down.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. He's got enough. They'll get him on the ground, but he takes it all the way down to the 10.
In most offenses, man, it's about controlling the line of scrimmage, getting the run game going. And when you got a back that's averaging over 5 yards a touch, like, I'm not great at math, guys, but every 2 touches I'm getting a first down, I'd say the offense will be in a really good position all game long.
And the Sooners will have it 1st and 10. Fresh center downs going to the air. Touchdown, Oklahoma! And they take it in for 6 more points. Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, and this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
And he tacked on the extra point. He'll bring it out. It's Gilbert. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Hawkins. He let the thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. The give. Just enough there to get it to the 25, a pickup of 2.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
There he goes! And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain. At the end of quarter 1, let's check out the start for both of these quarterbacks. And they've swapped ends of the field, and we'll get it going in the second. So first down here as they go back to work. They'll move the wide receiver. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. The delay of game pushes the offense back. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football. And you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running down the hill and making a tackle.
Here comes the offense on second down. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
The incomplete pass brings up third down. Fires to the middle. Got him downfield. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down.
Man, do you love wide receivers that are willing to go over the middle to do the dirty work. You're going to get hit anyways. That's what coaches say all the time. You're going to take the lick. You might as well catch the football. Nice job maintaining the football through contact.
He's going to change things up against this defensive look. It's inside. It's Green.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. They'll run him again. Immediately, not a whole lot on that one.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read. Read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
5 yards away from another third down conversion on this drive. They're already 2 for 2. Working that left side now. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. They were really hopeful he could make a guy or two miss and pick up the first down, but he comes up a little short.
Yeah, and it's great defense. It's defense understanding where the sticks are, not missing tackles, getting the guy on the ground quickly. Really nice job by the defense understanding the situation.
It's incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Well, great defense on that one. They were ready for pass, and they forced the incompletion. They're coming off the field. That's a big win for this defense.
Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time, David.
Yeah, just mauling. No secret play calls, just simply we are more physical than you, and we're pounding the football right at you, Paul.
So if you're on offense this next drive, take a look at their safeties and see if they're creeping up into the box. Because of your success running the football, this might be time to take a shot down the field and play action.
2nd down, gonna throw it. Throws to the back. Pulls it in. It's Roberts. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28.
And this defense is figuring out early in this football game, man. They've got to be dialed in because this passing attack, it's lethal because they get it to their speedsters, and after the catch, they're really good. Got to tighten up that coverage and get those guys on the ground when they catch the football.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Off the bootleg to buy a little space. And they're not on the same page there. Ball spotted at the 27. They're facing a 3rd and long to try to keep their hopes of a touchdown alive. On the ground, it's Roberts. They would not let him get close. Stopped at the 26. It'll be 4th down. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. He'll try to put up the 3 ball from 43 yards away. Absolutely center cut. And that lead grows even bigger.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. That deficit has now grown to double digits, down 17-7 as they start this drive. Oh, they had the screen all well set up on first down, and he couldn't make the catch.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
The run inside. It's Green. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. Making the adjustment on the play. Hawkins from the gun on 3rd down. Out of the backfield, he's open. Turning it on! And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44.
And, man, this dude has been a weapon early in this football game. They just keep finding him. And the matchups are a problem. You want to put a linebacker on him, he's too fast for him. Continues to make catches, continues to chew up yards. You might want to think about putting a safety on him or somebody with a little bit more speed.
I'll tell you, this defense and their front seven, they're going to have to play with great eye discipline because they know they are going to see this type of misdirection in their run game, and they got gashed there.
The Mustangs are rolling down the field. Had it in his hands, and he dropped it. Thought he had another big play and interception. He'll have to settle for the PBU. It's 2nd down.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you could tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Running inside. It's Green. Got room at the 35. There's some room. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21. And the Mustangs have it with a 1st and 10. They'll give it to him again. Defense all over him.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a baller.
The negative play leaves them with 2nd and 12. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
From the red zone, it's Green. He gives them a fresh set of downs, and this one will be 1st and goal from the 6.
And I think that's exactly what we're going to need to see from this offense, man. Once the field starts to shrink, you get on this side of the field, you're down by 10 points, man. You need to put the ball in the end zone. Like, you're thinking touchdown, not field goal. And they really got to be physical.
Oh, and he can't hold the pitch, and the ball's loose. He picks up the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, at this stage of the game, the only person who can advance a fumble for the offense is the fumbler.
Good awareness by the offense. You never want to see the ball on the ground, but a nice job understanding to just kind of jump on it and make sure you keep possession.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, looking for the score. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
And this defense sold out for the run. I love it. Physical, downhill, 2nd and goal. Nice job getting the stop, forcing the 3rd down.
Now a timeout call by the Sooners. That's their first. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this third down play. Now 3rd and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. Throwing, Hawkins. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that's a play on 3rd down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give him a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. Right down the boulevard. It's good. They're back to within a touchdown. 17-10 is the score.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Quick give. It's Roberts. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27. The Sooners come to the line in the hurry-up.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry-up.
Back to throw. It's Bentley. Trying to escape and get it himself. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down. Offense in the hurry-up.
It's just so nice as a coaching staff when you've got quarterbacks who make good decisions. And on a 2nd and short play, you're throwing it, you're trying to catch the defense napping, you might take a shot, nothing there. Go get it yourself. Make the right decision to keep it, not panic, and get you a fresh set of downs.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Short throw to the sideline is complete, and he's out of bounds after picking up a couple.
This guy just is so comfortable running routes, and he has such a good feel for those soft spots on defense there. They're playing zone coverage, so he's able to find that pocket, make it easy on his quarterback, and they pick up the first down.
From the gun, it's Blaylock. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. Trying to make magic with his feet. His defense fully aware that he can run. They stop him after a short gain.
And one of the things I love about this defense is their speed. And they knew coming into the game that they were going to see quarterback run, but that time they had him all bottled up, and they were able to use their speed to make him go east and west and run him out of bounds. Not a great game.
Shakes off the defender. He's down to the 38-yard line, and they can stop the clock. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. And you saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
Throws for the tight end. Finds a man on the right. And a nice grab with a defender right on him, and he's down at the 20. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Guys, so much to get you updated on, so let's get right to it here from the EA Sports College Football Update Desk. We start with a look at Ohio State taking on the #1 team, the Alabama Crimson Tide. And it's the Buckeyes eyeing a second win after the opening week loss. They're on top here in the first half. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. He's past the marker. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
Yeah, run the football. You're ahead. You can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance for this offense.
They're going to ride this running back. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
And here comes the offense on second down. Play action. Lucky to get it off.
There's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, he wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
Third and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on fourth down. Back to pass, it's Bentley. Flip it out to the back on the screen. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be fourth down and 1.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
The Sooners will punt this one away. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. Fair catch is made. They'll spot it at the 7, and a long way to go for this offense. SMU's offense headed out onto the field to start this drive. So they get the ball back after the defense forces a punt, and I'm sure they tried to make some adjustments at halftime after a little bit of a rocky first half. Drives into the pile just to pick up a 1. They'll spot it at the 10.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Right back to it. Determined run, but he stopped after 2 yards down at the 13.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
You've got a 3rd and manageable back up in your own end, but convert here and you get some momentum. Hawkins zings it complete to the right. Oh, he's got some space. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there.
Well, you're trailing into games. Someone's got to make a play. There's an accurate throw by the quarterback, and when you throw it accurately like that, you give your receiver an opportunity to advance the ball. Good, strong running. He's able to break a tackle, and that's an explosive play they need now as they're trying to tie this game up.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. To throw, it's Hawkins. Oh, pressure's coming. He'll pull it down. Still on his feet at the 45. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels.
How nice is it to be an offensive coordinator and you call a pass play, but your guy turns it into an explosive run? Like, that is so much fun to call. Good protection up front, but he just sees space so well. They drop back, he finds the holes, and man, before you know it, he's just chewing up yards and making big plays.
The Mustangs are marching down the field. Looking for a gap. It's Green.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Changing the routes with his receivers. Throwing Hawkins. A shot toward the end zone. Picked off to stop the threat. Bringing it back. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
It's so nice to see defenders squeeze that pigskin. A lot of times in great position, you see them there to make the play, but there's a reason they play defense. Not this time. Great job securing the interception.
The Sooner offense returns to the field. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football. Make your plays. Put a good drive together here.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. They'll give it to Robinson. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
And he's down at the 41. That's a first down.
And you think about when you hit those guys on the move, man, he's already flying so fast, and I got to adjust my angle as a DB and make sure I keep outside contained, and it's a really easy play to run to get positive yards, especially in a situation like that where you're looking for the first down. You run that play, you get it. Nice, easy breezy.
Handoff to Xavier. Pass to 6. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
And the Sooners will snap it on 1st and 10. Xavier again. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. They'll take the penalty and move them back. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. From the red zone, looking for a man. Lets it fly. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field, the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Roberts. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6.
Man, these offenses that are built for late game situations, when you get later in the football game and you have the lead and you got a guy that you can hand it to like him that keeps making plays over and over again, man, does it start to put a lot of pressure on the defense for them to be super aggressive and bring a lot more bodies near the line of scrimmage.
To the air, it's Bentley. Rolls right. Touchdown, Oklahoma! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. On to attempt the try. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Complete to start this drive. At the 35, he's got room. Breaks into the open. Ridden out of bounds at the 45. A big play for this offense. And the Mustangs come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. Hawkins looking to the big tight end. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there.
And if this offense is going to get back in the football game, those are the plays they have to make. Like, they have to make contested catches. They got to find a way to get some points, to create some explosive plays. Those 50-50 balls, when you get your hand on it, man, they got to start making those plays.
Hit and dropped in the backfield. He'll lose 4. We reach the quarter break with Oklahoma on top. This has been utter domination through 3 quarters, and the stats will back that up. One final period to play, and we'll see who can grab that W as we start the 4th. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. Dropping back, it's Hawkins. Moves to his right. He'll try to do it himself. He'll be brought down at the 41-yard line, not close to the line to gain, and it's 4th down.
You know what, Reese, it is a great play, and I think they were in nickel, so they brought an extra guy on the field that has some speed, take a linebacker that's a little bit slower off the field, and you could see it pay dividends on that 3rd down.
Hawkins to throw for it on 4th. They got him for the sack, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
Yeah, and unfortunately in the 4th quarter, losing, you got to put the foot on the accelerator. You got to make something happen. So I get they had to be aggressive and go for it. They just can't seem to get this offense to make plays when they need it the most.
Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Rides to the back. And he's brought down after a short gain.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware.
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
And the defensive coordinator was really pleased with his unit after registering 3 sacks last week. He wanted to add a few more wrinkles in their blitz packages to see if they could build on that in this game. So far, they hadn't gotten to the QB until that last play just now. Now let's find out if they can crank up the heat.
Nowhere to run and nowhere to hide. That is coverage just the way they designed it, and they've got them backed up. The Mustangs offense is ready to go on the attack. They get the ball back after the punt, and they've got to be efficient here as time is winding down. Throwing on the run. What a catch along the right sideline as he makes a huge play. The Mustangs headed quickly to the line.
And these are these moments, man, when you're trailing by a couple possessions, you've got to put it together. Your quarterback has to come through. I mean, it's not a surprise. It's going to be passes. He's got to be smart. He's got to be quick with his decision-making, and they kind of got to be up near the line of scrimmage and be in a little bit of a hurry.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Throwing, Hawkins. Out wide left, it's Jackson. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. And the Mustangs come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
Well, that's not a bad 3 plays in a row. Palmer, you probably never did that in your life, but 3 plays, 3 completions. Like, he's seeing it very quickly. Good protection up front, finding his receivers, and that's 3 explosive plays in a row.
Nice play. And this running back showing you why he truly is a 3-down back. He's not just dangerous running the football between the tackles or blocking, but he can also catch the ball. And when you get this guy the football in space on the perimeter of the field, he's got the wiggle and he's got the power to break tackles from the secondary. That's why this guy has an opportunity to play at the next level.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
Long way to go on second down. Right side, it's Jackson. Touchdown Mustangs! And they take it in for 6 more points. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished it with a beautiful 15-yard run for the score. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So here comes the Oklahoma offense. That last score the defense allowed made it a 1-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. Moving the pocket, it's Bentley. Get it out to the supersonic guy. And he broke 1 tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
And I love the idea of getting this guy screen throws because of his ability after the catch. So nice job getting downfield, getting a hat-on-hat, and giving him a tunnel to run through.
The Sooners come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Pulled down there, but they'll move the sticks, and it's a first down.
And how about this offense running the football when you know it's going to be a run? Being the more physical squad. And this defense, man, trailing in this football game, still got those 3 timeouts.
They've got a first down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, 4th quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Kept the last one on the ground. Now they'll throw. The screen, and watch out. Oh, look out on the right. At the 20. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown Sooners.
I just love that about this team because right when it looks like the opponent has just a glimmer of hope, scoring a touchdown on the last drive, they just come right back out, David, and they put their foot down on the gas. They put their foot down on your throat. They stay aggressive and score a touchdown of their own.
It's just such an explosive offense, man. They can hurt you so fast. They're so dangerous. Defenses don't know what to do. You're right. Great answer. You give up a touchdown, you go right back and get you one.
And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
Yeah, and I think you know the situation as a defender, and you know you're up by a score, and you know exactly what's going on with the offense. They got to make some big plays here in the 4th quarter. Nice job playing the deep ball, staying deep, and not giving up the big play.
Hawkins moving out to the right. Ball is loose. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
By Oklahoma. And they'll take over first and 10.
The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied, and the timeout is gone. The Sooners will get things going on offense as they head onto the field. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 3, but he is inside the 30 to the 29.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now, if we can put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
Back to throw, it's Bentley. Still looking to his right. Rolling, throwing, looking right. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. The offense didn't need to accept the penalty thanks to that big play. The Sooners have it with a first and goal. They'll run it. It's Robinson. No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be second and goal. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Oklahoma! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And with that touchdown, man, you're getting excited. As a fan base, you're about to go to 3-0. Like, a lot of things could go wrong to start a season. Everything gone right. That's a great sign for this squad. They got it rolling. Can they keep that momentum, keep climbing up the rankings, and who knows what happens at the end of the year.
And here's the return. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Throwing, Hawkins. Good quickness to grab it off the bounce. At the 45, on its way. Took it all the way inside their territory, down to the 40-yard line, and that's where they'll set up shop. Michael Hawkins on the play action. Here comes the heat. He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming, and there it is. With that penalty, the offense is backed up, still second down. Looking downfield, it's Hawkins. Fires to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Singleton. He's dropped. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. From the gun on third down, Hawkins. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense.
All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on fourth down, and I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. Again, it's Hawkins. Throws to the tight end. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. Knocked down, but he's got enough to move the chains and convert that fourth down.
Hey, I got to be honest. I don't know if the defense was expecting that type of throw on fourth down. It looked like they were all huddled close to the line of scrimmage, looking for something in the quick game, but instead the quarterback takes a shot vertically down the field, catch the defense off guard.
Hawkins. Quick completion on the out. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense and keep fighting. I think that's what you want to see. You want to see your squad not quit. Keep fighting until the very end of the football game.
Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
And obviously, guys, this drive is critical. You're down. You've got to score. So with a couple of timeouts in your pocket, man, like, that changes the whole dynamic of this 2-minute drill. Like, I can work the whole field. And here coming up on 3rd down, man, don't be scared to do that. Don't be scared to run it. Don't be scared to throw a screen to get some yardage to get a 1st down.
Again, it's Hawkins. Touchdown, Mustangs! Fired in from the red zone for the score. Now the 2-point conversion attempt is coming. He can't corral the pitch. The ball's on the ground. Oh, the fumble, and the defense got it.
Ball security is job security. Got to secure that football with 2 hands. I know it gets close and you want to reach it out, but you got to hang on to that football. Man, that's a missed opportunity on that 2-point conversion.
Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. Defense still has a couple of timeouts here, David, but the offense ought to have things well in hand.
Well in hand, make them use their timeouts. Them only having 2, Palmer, they're not getting back in this game unless I do something stupid.
Yeah, make them earn it. Doing something stupid would be throwing in completions right here and stopping the clock, letting the opponent keep their timeout. So you got to be really smart with the play call.
They're wanting to pile up some extra points. Firing to the right, complete. They make the stop, and the clock strikes 0, and that will do it for this one. Winning those individual 6-second battles every play, time after time.